Hello and welcome to these Battlegrounds. I'm Bobby B, and we're finally taking a look at the much needed upgrade for the Vanguard Hull, or Heavy Armor Upgrade loadout. Now I say finally because in the past, almost, 99% of the time, I place a Valaverse order typically day of, because, I'm an Action Force fan. So I order my Action Force stuff day of. It usually ships pretty quickly, and then I have it by like the end of the week. This thing, I didn't have any kind of tracking info, nothing. For the longest time, and I mean, I get it, DFW, all that stuff, and it finally decided to show up today. So we're at week and a half or so plus from the day this went up, and now I'm not saying it was intentional that Vala held my order or something along those lines, because that'd be a pretty bitch ass move, and it'd probably imply that he's scared of my channel. So I'm not saying that, but it's looking that way. But if you guys remember, my Vanguard review, I guess, created a lot of controversy in that little realm. But I never said don't buy it, so that's news to me. And it's just a generic SUV, and they're like, oh, but it looks so cool. They use it in terminal list, and I'm like, well, spoiler alert: everybody in that security convoy in the terminal list dies. So even the VIP, which wasn't even in a Vanguard. So that's that. But 3POA made a post about it, saying they were setting the record straight. The first video up was a production sample by Analog Toys, which means my video, the one immediately after that, was the first actual customer video. So I'm glad they set the record straight there. And then obviously, there's all the turret shenanigans. I don't know how you release a vehicle with a turret and then you don't address it, and then you get butthurt when people, start addressing it. Then you have someone like It's Chad telling people that I claim responsibility for that, but I mean, that's news to me, and when I asked him about it, he kind of deflected in the classic Chad way. So anyways, back to the hull, the much needed upgrade kit. The Vanguard needed it. I get it, kept the cost low if it wasn't included. This stuff is all stuff that, I feel like should be included. Now I guess it is with some of those bundles on the Valaverse website. So let's dive in and take a look. So we get our packaging, we got our artwork right there. You just got a Vanguard. I have a gray one, so I got the gray package, obviously. Taking some rounds, got some explosions in the background. You got the 240 firing out the side here. The hull, the Heavy Armor Upgrade loadout. Little schematic logo over there. Vanguard hull over there. Schematic logo there. 3 action points. I mean, which are kind of useless because you could just buy the figure. Going to the back, you get everything it comes with. You got your windshield armor, your cow catcher, your brush guard, your side doors, your window armor, a whole lot of everything. And we'll take a look at some of this stuff and pop it apart and go from there. And then I want to know how you guys are setting yours up, if you guys are even getting these. So, taking a look, we got our brush guard, all black. You got some silver, dinks and nicks in it. Looks pretty good. Better than it just being all black or all smooth and all black. Takes away that clean look, which, I mean, it's a tactical vehicle, so it should be pretty beat up, pretty worn, especially if you're gonna have all this crazy stuff on it. Cow catcher, same thing. I'm trying to see if you guys can get some of those gouges and scrapes in there. Pretty spiky, a little over the top for me. So you have the 2 pegs in the front, 2 pegs in the back. This clips into where the winch goes in the front of the Vanguard. We'll take a look at it here in a second. But your winch can also peg into that. And then obviously the cow catcher, or plow for the remainder of this video, clips into that also, like so. And it's on there pretty good. And comes right off, so pretty simple there. Our windshield armor, you got these like louver looking things. Obviously they're to give you that extra protection. Pretty dinged up itself. You got a light bar here. Just a clear piece of plastic over some black. Give it that look. I don't know if it's supposed to be this goofy, this warped, this bent, or what. But I don't know. Maybe it'll look different on the windshield. But that is. So nothing a whole lot going on the inside either. So we got left and right doors. They got some bullet strikes on them. So your front and back, and then the front window pops out, maybe, yeah, Yeah. Whew, that was loud. So you could have that open window look. I don't believe it does on the, like the one that comes with the Vanguard. There you got that. Then you got your silver paint where the mirror would be. So the back window, we can pop out. That's easy. And then, I think I messed this up earlier. It's got, so these, we have these two pieces, and they are different. They are sculpted different. I don't know if you guys can see. One's angled left, one's angled right. And it flips over the interior of the door. You can't mix them up, at least I don't believe you can, or else it doesn't line up right and you're good to go. So you can have this open window, and then if you take your swing arm with my weapons pack 240, because the all black 240 looks cheesy, looks like crap. You take the swing arm, plug it in on this, and you're good to go. You're ready to roll. So in the, can I leave this here? Or is it gonna pop apart? Probably pop apart because this freaking thing doesn't stay on this weapon arm. So you get instructions, and in the instructions, fold out, shows you how to plug and play everything, pop the windows out, pop your doors off, all that stuff, plug everything in. All the extra stuff. But if we go to, where is the 240 pick? It looks like it's just the one arm. And when I look at mine, that'd be just this guy. I don't think mine comes apart there. I mean, I have messed with it a little bit, but I'm too worried that I'm gonna rip this metal rivet through the plastic. So if it does come apart and you guys know a method, let me know in the comments. But in the meantime, I'm just running the full arm. But at the same time, I don't think it'd be high enough to angle out the window if it wasn't a part of that. So I don't know if it's just the way it looks from the profile on the instructions or not, but yeah, you can have the 240 there. So let me get all this plugged onto my Vanguard, and we will take a look. All right, let's see if I can fit it here on the camera for you guys. Move some of my shenanigans around. Oh, that'll knock everything down. So here it is, all armored up, and it looks a lot better to me, in my opinion. It looks fantastic. Let me see if I can adjust my camera here. So here it is with just the brush guard. Obviously, you can pop the winch off, put the cow catcher on. Cow catcher's a bit much for my liking, so I'll probably just go with the brush guard. It looks mean, don't get me wrong, and you know, I like to keep my stuff relatively grounded. I get it, you know, the Swarm has jetpacks and stuff, and there's freaking androids, whatever the Crimson Shadow, the Praetorians are running around. I get it, but sure, route clearance and EOD uses some types of plows and stuff like that, but I don't know, this is just a bit over the top for my liking when it comes to my collection. So that's what it is. It's my own collection, so I can make it however I want. So I'll probably keep it that way. But otherwise, I think it looks pretty awesome. The bullet strikes definitely add some much needed character, because without it, I just think the Vanguard's just kind of boring. And I get it, the soccer mom joke. Well, I've never seen a soccer mom with fucking twin 50 cows, but I mean, it just looks like a PT Cruiser on monster truck wheels. So this is definitely a much needed characteristics to it. I wish it came with either some kind of top armor or a working hatch, that the hatch came up. I don't know why we still don't have a working hatch. I mean, we got some weapons that elevate, thankfully, after a few months, but you know, we can fight the Swarm. And then another thing I saw on I think it was Captain's Corner YouTube channel, he mentioned, I didn't even think of it, but there's nothing for the back. There's no armor for the back. So I think either something that maybe clips in here and just armors it up a little bit, or just something that maybe can latch onto this somehow. I don't know. I know that I'm pretty sure he said not to mess with this in the past, or they're not responsible if you break it while messing with it or something like that. But there you go, the much needed Vanguard upgrade kit. Did you guys pick it up, skip out on it? Let me know what your setups are going to be. I think I'm going with just the brush guard with the winch, the the clean look. The plow's a bit much for my liking, like I said, but let me know in the comments below. Until next time, load up, grab your kits. See you on the battlegrounds.